What up, Facebook? It ain't Messy Monday, but it's Tuesday again. We made it back another round of my bullshit. So, 2023 season, it's in the books. We did that. What's everybody think about 2023? Everybody wanted more backside stuff, more airport stuff. We did that. I don't even know what to do for 2024. We got all kinds of shit. Everybody wants something, so it's up to us to deliver. Let's check it out. We got Jenny. What up, Jenny? Rusty Graham in his mug. I am on time. I was actually out front doing extracurricular activities before I looked up and it was like 7:59. I'm like, fuck, they're gonna be on me. I better go. So here I am. That's right. Welcome to the shit show. Welcome to the Hoosier No Prep Shit Show. I didn't start out talking shit. I hadn't even got to the good stuff yet. The good stuff is really like we made it through the rain. Like Saturday was rough. Like I was ready to, I don't even know what I was ready to do. It was like a roller coaster of emotions Saturday. Like it stopped raining. I was ready to race and then it would start raining. Then we'd dry it off and I was ready to race. That didn't work out. So it is what it is. The Saturday sucked. None of that shit was on the radar. I really thought we were going to be able to get it in. Because, like after 3 o'clock or so, we had 0% of chance of rain. So I was trying to wait it out because we didn't really have a time limit on how late we could start. So I was hoping we could get it in Saturday, but man, I waited around and it just wasn't in the cards. So Sunday happened. This motherfucker. Hey, y'all hold up. Hold up. We're not starting off like this. Hold up. This is funny shit here, but I got spare batteries for today. We are not letting this bullshit happen. 6 minutes in. No, sir. Give me a moment. Hey, we're lining this bad boy up right now. Hold up, don't go nowhere. We got 44 motherfuckers in here. We don't go nowhere yet. We ain't even got started yet. Hold up. Hold up the phone. Give me a minute. I got to Check it out. We got a brand new battery in this bad boy. Hold up. Hold up. Hoosier No Prep Studios is a little ghetto, but it's what it is. We made it though. All right, fresh set of batteries. We're good to go for about an hour. Let's chop it up. All right, back to where we was at. Let's see. Jenny said I was talking shit, but the only thing that was talking shit was my camera battery. That mug said, nope. Hey, couldn't, yeah, Saturday. Saturday, I did have fun Saturday. Ryan Betts in his mug. What up, Ryan Betts? Champ is here. Finally got him one. Ryan Betts finally got him one. That's right. Jenny said, let's talk about it Tuesday. Let's talk about it Tuesday. So, the rain kind of sucked. The rain did it. That shit. I ain't never waited so long for the rain to stop, and it wasn't even on the radar. It wasn't even supposed to be rain, but it happened. Danny Abner, what up, my guy? I see you got that bad boy back together. It's time to get it out there. Uh-oh, Brian says streetcar class. We will get to that. We will get to that. But first, this episode brought to you by foam cups and what the fuck's inside of it. Maybe. It might not be, though. I'm not even telling you what's in it. Gary Eden's in his mug. Hey, you boy, get that trophy? I gave it to somebody. Somebody was asking about it. I gave him the trophy. Brian, Streetcar Brawl Brian in the house. Hey, we're just foam cupping it today. Whatever goes when the foam cup's in the presence. That's, hey, I did have a safety meeting right before this. Everything's good. We're all safe. I should have lockout tagged out that battery in that camera, but see what had happened was I got this camera for this deal. I bought my daughter one just because she thought it was cool. So I went and stole her battery. Wasn't charged while I was setting the shit up. But I got a fresh charge boy right now. We're good to go. We're going to go for like an hour, at least an hour. So let's go. Gary Miller in the house. What up, Gary? That's fine. You can laugh at me. I don't care. I don't care. If you got beef, it's one-sided. I promise that. On my mama. My mama commented on that post earlier. She said it was fine. On my mama. I don't give a shit. All right. So, spoiler alert. The moral of the story is you fucked out of towners. Your shit's slow. Your shit's not slow. Your shit don't even have shit right now, Rusty. Fuck. You're gonna have to be like the crew chief when he gets that thing done. And you can't test to Brown County, but it's whatever. I did charge the battery though. The extracurricular activity was really stealing batteries. I stole a battery to set the shit up, and I forgot to swap it back out. So it is what it is. We'll blame Cheyenne. Somebody tag Cheyenne and tell her shame on you for having a dead camera battery. At least I put new batteries in it for the race. I didn't, but I'm here, Robert. I'm here, bro. I'm just making my way down these comments. That's what really happened. It wasn't the camera's fault. Don't blame the camera. It was Anheuser-Busch. Shit happens on these live feeds. Like, this is the most ghetto live feed ever. If y'all only knew, I'm sitting in my front room behind this banner with a whole podcast ass looking setup. Sometimes it's my t-shirt shop, you know what I mean? Like, I'll be making t-shirts in here. I'll be making all kinds of things in my front room. Like, we ain't even talking about. We make memories in this bad boy. I am the leader of something. I'm not sure what I'm the leader of yet, but we're trying to figure that out. Baby steps here. Hey, man. Hey, hey. First of all, Shane. At least I kept it on upright. But for real, hey, I ran a personal best at Salem. My third pass, I ran a personal best. So I'm happy with that. Uh-oh, we got another champ in this mug. Jeff's in the house. What up, Jeff? Kevin, what's up, man? Hey, great year. I appreciate all your sponsorship and showing up and making it a good year, man. Everybody likes seeing old hillbilly hustler out there. Jasper said, "What up? Congratulations, Ryan Betts." Same with Dewey. Dewey said, "Congrats to all the champs." And that was to me that was the toughest part about Sunday is like it was sunny and then it was cloudy and then it tried to rain a little bit and that was frustrating. All I wanted was two things. I wanted my guys to be safe and I wanted a champion. Like we ain't splitting champions around here. We don't do that. So we got it. We got our champs. Sean, what up? Sean been making progress. That little white S10's making progress. So is that Z? What up, Chris? Uh-oh. Champ is here. Two-time champ. We can still call him King Jimmy. He didn't win King of the Cornfields this year, but that's our small tire champ right there. We're going to call him King Jimmy. He's king of the small tires. Ready to go out second round? No, you would have been out third round. It was double elimination. You got at least 2 rounds to go out. So that was me. I was a 2-round wonder. Even though my second round was like my dumbass got up to the line. I got 2 buttons. I got a line lock. I got a trans brake. Why get up on a line and hit my line lock? Like we're ready to do starting line burnouts and shit. And then I let off the throttle to go to hit the trans brake and my shit died. So I'm like totally fucked. It is what it is. I had a good time though. I don't, y'all know me. I'm first round champ. I'm the king of the first round. I'll go out faster than all you motherfuckers. I do not. I'll show it to you. It's not purple. But it makes me happy. Jamie Allen. Hey, that's the Mustang to look for right there. Jamie been making strides this year. Except for Sunday. We had to pick his intake up out of like 3 zip codes. But it's fine. Nobody got hurt. Nobody got hit with aluminum raining down from the heavens. That's fine. Caleb, what up, my guy? The drama. There's drama? We got that here? I thought drama was only in like Ohio and Kentucky. Like, I don't know. I mean, sometimes it comes across the border. We'll talk about that in a minute. Jimmy is a bad motherfucker. He is. If y'all only seen Jimmy Sunday, Jimmy was a bad dude. That's right. It's Jimmy Smalls. Jimmy Smalls. That's his new name, Jimmy Smalls. I like it. Hey, I was racing. That's right. That's right. And for 2 years in a row in October, I've ended the season with a running race car. Now this year, I went into this year with a running race car, but I made 1 pass in it and like I don't even know what happened. Should happen. It is what it is. But it runs faster now. Chris said, at least you can do a burnout. Hey, I got a question on my burnout activity. Somebody asked me, it was a bracket racer, and he asked me, why are you not doing big smoky ass burnouts? And I tried to get him to understand. I don't need that. I'm finna go up here and do 3-foot wheelies anyway. Halloween Havoc, October 28th. So there's a Halloween Havoc this weekend, the 21st, I believe, at Wagler. That's gonna be a fast race. Like if you want to let them hang, that's a Jeff Thomas race. So if you want to let them hang, hey, let them hang. I've seen some of the guys that are showing up to that shit, and hey, it's like War in the Woods stuff better go down in Lyons, Indiana. And if you've never been to Wagler, Wagler is the shit. Wagler is probably one of the nicest small. Like I feel like Wagler's one step below IRP. Like it's just fucking nice and it's cool. And Jeremy and him's good people. Like anybody that goes to Wagler this weekend's not going to have a bad time. I guarantee that. I don't care who's running the race, what it is. That's going to be a good one. But the October 28th that Gary's talking about right here, that's Cumberland Raceway next weekend, not this weekend, but next weekend. That's going to be a good one too. I seen they had some pretty good lock-in list going on. Chasing the champ. I know. See, I mean, what'd you do? Send it with like 95 pounds or something? You got that diesel shit going on. And see, that's what happens. That's what happens when you race the champ. Eric said, keep Ohio A. I don't give a damn about the whole state of Michigan. The whole state of Michigan. Daily driver next year. We might not call it daily driver next year. I don't know. We're gonna load up. We're gonna reload this thing. Hoosier No Prep is gonna be totally different in 2024. Like we've been doing basically the same shit with a little bit of this and that for the last 3 years, and we're gonna change it up. There's gonna be some changes going on. Small tire class changing. No, what would you change about small tire, Mike? I see all that bullshit going on down south, out east about rules changing. Like small tire is always going to be small tire. Like we might have a small guy class, maybe all steel, all glass. Maybe I don't know what to call it yet. We're going to do something. It's going to be different. And I hope like everybody else has been bitching here lately. Like I hope it doesn't really take away from a small tire race. I don't want any of our small tire guys dropping down, but at the same time, I like the really close racing, like feet at the stripe, like no gap, by a fender, by a bumper. I like that shit. That's me. So everybody knows how it is. Like, for the past year or two, like everybody in small tire has been stepping it up. So I don't know if everybody's class is small tire, but we'll figure that out. All right, that's the 27th race right there. That's the one Gary was just talking about. Virgin in Kentucky, 10 bands, $100 entry. That's what we do. $100 entry for $10,000. We've been having $100 entries for 3 years now. We ain't never had no $10,000 race. Show me the way, Robert Barrows. Show me the way. I like that shit. I don't know if I'll be able to make it down there, but if it was a month ago, 2 months ago, hell yeah, I would have definitely been down there for that. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. He said it's guaranteed. There's no bullshit. That's guaranteed. Factory firewall location for what? For what? What do we need that for? For daily driver or something? All steel, all glass sounds good. Yeah. Yep. I know a lot of guys that'll fit right into that. And they've entered small tire here and there all year, so that'd be cool. Give them their own class. It is what it is. We'll figure that out. Right now, we just ended the season, so it's I feel like first order of business is to figure out our schedule for 24. Lock some shit in, and then we'll go for how badass we want to do it after that. Let's see. Ryan and Matthew type racing close. Yeah, that's it. I would like to have every class Like every round, every pass, like that close, like within feet. That is badass. That's racing. That's what I'm talking about. All steel, all glass. We've kicked that idea around a few times, and we kind of put that daily driver class out this year, but it's kind of a loose set of rules. And I'm with the loose set of rules because I don't like enforcing rules. So whatever we end up doing, even if it's like a B main type small tire gig, it's going to be a loose set of rules. We're not going to have a lot of rules. We don't do that because rules mean that eliminates cars, number one, and rules also means we got to enforce them. I got enough shit to enforce. So when we get to that bridge, we're gonna cross it, or we're gonna light it on fire. I don't know. Fuck. Here we go. There you go, Ben. Hey, Ben, I'll get with you. Usually, within the first, I take a week off after this shit. I take a week off and then I'm back on, like start brainstorming ideas and places and how we could make this thing cool. So that's what we're going to do. We will be back in Salem though. Count me in for Salem. And this is it. This is one of the big ones. Going to spend a lot of time looking for sponsors for all the classes. Like I felt like we kind of came up short for our racers this year. I'm not sure. The economy's kind of weird, so I feel like I take that into account, but I would like to have more sponsors. More than anything else, like the champions are always going to win their money, but like last year, I was talking with somebody earlier, or yesterday, we paid down spots last year. This year we paid the champions and that was it. But I would like to pay down spots, like not just first or second. Like let's pay down like 5 spots. Let's just have a good time. It keeps people coming and everybody gets their little, appreciation Benjamins. Oh fuck, here we go. So you're gonna bracket the cars. Who would bracket cars? What's a bracket? A bracket. I don't know. Gusset? Is it a gusset? What is it? I don't know what a bracket is. I ain't never done that before. Do I need to move my motor back for small tire class? I don't know, do you? There ain't no rule against it. If you feel like that's what you need to do, Mike, you move that mug on back. Rosa Parks, to the back. Joe ass back here. That's right. This ain't T-ball. We ain't doing that. You move that motor back, Mike. You put that mug in the back seat. When people ask why you did the back seat delete, it's because you got badass Chevy Power sitting back here. I mean, see, the thing is, and I get it, is everybody wants to be a small tire racer. Everybody wants to be in the big money in the spotlight. And even though like guys that don't have a chance, they still want to be part of that. And I get it. My shit's slow, but I'm not going to be a hard tire guy. I want to be a small tire guy. I don't give a fuck what it's running. Like, let's just go. Let's just have fun. I'm totally good with like setting my ass down and finding a foam cup after first round. So don't tempt me. Hey, I ain't tempting you. Move that mug back. Shit, we'll move it all. We'll put it in the trunk. I don't care. I mean, like Shane said, somebody going to have to beat Jimmy's ass. I don't care how you do it. Jimmy out here punking everybody, being mean, being a bully. But really, like small tire, it came down to Jimmy and Dusty Porter running. But if Dusty won, there was one more round because it was double elimination. So I think Dusty had been beat once. So if Jimmy beat Dusty, then that was the championship, and that's what happened. But if Jimmy beat if Dusty beat Jimmy, then we would have had one more round of racing, and that was stressful, man. It was trying to rain. Like we already had to drag the track 2 or 3 times to kind of dry it up. The wind was blowing so hard, like it was no thing to dry it up. as long as it didn't rain hard. Which one? All steel, all glass? Don't be kicking puppies. I'm watching you guys. Yeah, you don't give a shit. You just take the chip and hope you got enough. Like, you're gonna have to beat the fastest guy no matter what. So, daily driver class. I'd rather make it, do it, make it competitive. Sounds angry, and I really do think we should rename it Tyson. Maybe like Prime, Tyson Prime. Not like Tyson now, where he's like a gentle human being that just smokes pot and talks about it. Like back in the day, Tyson, like he was mad. Like he'd take your fucking head off. He'll bite your fucking ear off. That's how I feel about the Maliboost right now. That bad boy looks angry. My ears hurt just from watching the first fire video. Like I got earplugs before I watched that video on my phone. All right, so I sent out a bunch of invitations. We might have a couple guests tonight. We might not. We got one waiting on us. Big Tire, King of the Cornfields champ right here. Eric Trigolette. Hold up, man. I gotta grab my hearing. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I hear you. I see Bobby
Right.
there. Is that OJ above it?
That's OJ.
All right.
They're in their bunk beds.
Yeah, would you get kicked out of the house? You just hanging out with race cars tonight?
Yeah, I stay at the shop. I'm at the shop all the time.
I see that. I mean, you showed up with 3 cars Saturday and Sunday.
Yep. If I had more trailers, I'd bring more cars.
See, mine's not trailers. Like you seen the trailer I showed up on. If I had a bunch of those, I'd be fine with a bunch of money to build a bunch of race cars, but I'll show up on a single axle trailer for all of them. I don't care. They're all light, right? They're race cars.
Yeah, I could fit a couple Power Wheels in here, and I've seriously been considering that.
Yeah. Hey, over the last week or so, like I've been kind of looking into like just Google search like performance Power Wheels, aftermarket Power Wheels. Like there's a real legit following for those things. Like you can buy some serious shit for those things. Did you see the one that was out there Sunday with the wheelie bars and stuff?
Oh yeah, I seen it, and I seen her time slip too.
Oh yeah,
yeah. She was rolling.
Man. Oh yeah, the thing was rolling. I feel like oh boy, with that little red one that won in Salem, like even with the wheelie bars and all that, I feel like he would have gave him a good race. Like it was fast, but I don't know if it was much faster than the ones at Salem.
Yeah, them kids are having fun though, that's for sure.
Yeah. Hell, I kind of wanted to sit in it and see what it would do with my big ass in there.
Think it out 60 foot the green machine?
Probably. That thing's a fucking turd. There you go. He said you working your ass off.
Always.
They said you looking fancy and shit.
I got my work clothes on. Got my Hoosier No Prep shirt on.
Yeah, gang. I got one of those. Yeah. You know, I went to go get some propane filled today, and my tank was like from 2000, and he's like, "Nah, bro, I can't fill this." So I was like, "Well, damn." So I went to go so I went to turn around and I put it in my truck, and he was like, "Oh, you race with Hoosier No Prep?" And I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Man, get it out of the truck." It's like,
there you go.
Good job.
Clout.
I mean, it was just a local guy that was out here near Terre Haute. I guess he's a bracket racer there in Wabash Valley. So we had a good little conversation about the race Sunday, and he filled my propane tank, and I went home happy.
Hell yeah.
There's
quite a few of them out there watching.
The bracket guys?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like a few of them I would like to, and I had talked to Freddie about it. Like I would like to get some like Friday night, just straight up heads up shit going out there, you know, like even like index classes, maybe. It doesn't even have to be no prep, but it would be fun just to do more out there at that track. That's a cool track.
Yeah, and if them guys would get over the fear of the word no prep, they'd learn how to work on their cars and they'd go a lot faster, understand their car a lot more. And it ain't that bad.
Well, I think in the bracket world is like you want to be able to repeat the process over and over and over again. You want to run the same number, to the 100, to the 1,000, to the 10th, whatever, And I get that would be kind of hard in no prep, but at the same time, like a lot of those bracket guys, they're probably fast enough to be something somewhere. Like we could find a spot for them.
But you mentioned the word no prep to them.
I was gonna say if they're all right with not running the glue, like the glue is like, I don't know why it's so intimidating to people. And I had a hard time explaining to a guy why we run like on my Blazer, like we run a stiff wall, and like Wabash Valley is not the best place to do that, and to use that tire, but that's what I got on there, and I tried to explain to him why we use that tire and why wheel speed is good, and it was tough. It was tough to explain that to him.
Yeah, they can't wrap their head around it.
He's like, nah, you need one of them old wrinkle wall slicks, and you just need to send it. I'm like, man, that shit don't work that as good as you think on bare asphalt, airport surfaces or street stuff. So yeah, but I think I talked to a few of those dudes and they had a good time. So who knows? We may draw a little interest from them guys. And a lot of those guys are 6-second cars. So like, I don't know, they might be competitive with a little kick in the ass, a little power adder action.
And just tell them it's glued. Tell them we're prepping it.
Yeah, it's glue. It's like, it's mildly sticky glue.
Yeah.
But it doesn't spray itself until you don't see it second round. Like first round, it's like tire activated glue. That's what it is.
There you go. No, it got good.
It did. I noticed that from my first pass out there. Like I probably let out of it and got back in it 5 times, and it was the same luck every time. I think I was 4th pair down. So after that, second pair down, like at least I got to shift into second, and when I shifted into third, it started spinning, so I turned it down a little more, made a few adjustments, and then I was already out by second round, so it is what it is. But after third round, like I went out there and finally got it to stick, but I don't know. I still got a lot of figuring out to do on my shit, but I had noticed that the track definitely changed, in 3 rounds. Like it was ramping itself up for you fast boys out there.
And it was pretty deceiving because we did Coles County last Friday night. Rod scraped the first 60, 80 feet of the track. So it was bare. There was no rubber down.
Yeah.
I left the same tune-up in OJ as I had left Coles County with. And Wabash had glue, it looked like, had rubber down.
It looked like
I let go of the button, and it would just zip the tire. I mean, that was no traction. So, yeah, it's pretty deceiving on what's there and what ain't.
Yeah, it kind of looked like there was rubber, but it didn't really, it didn't seem like it. I don't know how. It seemed like in the later rounds, it was changing a little bit back the other way. Maybe it was because of the rain and like dragging it. I don't know. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I mean, there's some pretty good 60-foot times down for, just cars and water burnouts.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a good time though. I had a good time Sunday for sure. Other than the rain, like that shit stresses me out. Like I just wanted everybody to be safe. And that was tough in the later rounds because they were like rushing us to get done, and there's only so much I could do, and then they agreed to let us stay just a little later, and then they had to dry the track at least twice, I think, after that. But we made it.
And then Freddie takes charge after this, or what?
I think I haven't talked to Freddie since Sunday, but I don't know. I sent him a link. Where's he at? Get him on here and bullshit, and we'll find out what's really finna go down.
He's probably still at the strip clubs.
I know they had a good Saturday night. That's all I heard.
Yeah.
I caught the bullet points of their Saturday night, and I'm glad
It
I
was a
wasn't
late
there.
one or an early one, one of the two.
All the above. It started out as one and ended as the other. It seemed like they had a good time though. Yep. So, get any changes going for 24?
Oh, we got it. Yeah, we got to freshen up the yellow car. It's been beat on for 2 years now, and I've never done anything to it.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I got to go through the yellow car. Trying to finish the wagon. I got a nice ugly wagon. I'm gonna try to refrain from making it shiny.
A wagon. What kind of wagon you got?
62 Nova wagon, 4-door.
All right.
Yep, she's ugly.
You know what? I got a story about a wagon just like that. I had found a motor for this old Monte Carlo that I had, and when I got there was like this old Nova wagon sitting there, and the motor sitting next to it, and I was like, hell yeah, let's load it in the truck. And I gave the dude his money. Well, like a week later, I got a message from a lady that was pissed. She was fucking fired up. Well, the dude, whoever her car, it was her car. It wasn't dude's car I bought it from. I bought basically a stolen motor. I didn't know. She was pissed that I bought the motor out of this thing. I don't know. That was 20 years ago. That was a good time though. I had to argue with that lady for like 3-4 days. I think we made it right, but yeah, I showed up and there was a Nova wagon with a motor sitting next to it, and I bought it. Shame on me.
Should have bought the wagon.
I know. I should have bought the wagon, but that wasn't in my budget. I had a Monte Carlo that needed a motor, and I bought the motor. He wasn't talking about selling me the whole thing. It wasn't his, I guess. Drag racers do it. We don't need a title, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're gonna come out swinging with at least two cars, big tire, hard tire, a little small tire, our hard tire action next year.
Yeah, we're gonna make some moves on the old Nova, the gray one.
Yeah.
I think that big block's just got way too much for the tires. So we're gonna detune it a little bit, maybe change the platform and try again.
Yeah. What engine's in that hard tire car?
Big block Chevy, 500 cubic inch.
Ah, shit.
Monster. Yeah.
I know that's like what I always wonder about Jimmy. Like, some of the airport and the sketchier services, like, can you turn it down enough?
Yeah. He always figures it out though. Always.
Jimmy, yeah.
That's one thing about Jimmy.
He does. That's why he's back-to-back small tire champion,
That's right. Jimmy Smalls.
Jimmy Smalls. Jimmy. I see Jimmy right here, but his picture ain't here. Jimmy.
Yo.
Fix your camera, dude. What are you doing?
How do we do that?
Turn the lights on.
I don't know. What do you got? An iPhone? I can't walk you through an iPhone. I would just say throw it in the trash.
Dude.
Throw it in the trash and start over.
Open the window. There you go. You see something.
Man, I think
is your camera covered?
I might have to get on my phone. This fucking laptop ain't working.
All right, come back. We'll bring you back. He can figure that nitrous 632 shit out, but cell phones are a struggle.
Yeah, I'm with him on that one.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Yep. Told my wife before she left, I said, you got to make sure this laptop works.
Is that what you're on, the laptop?
Yeah. Yep.
Well, damn, it looks pretty good. You must have good Wi-Fi out there or something.
Oh, we do.
Hell yeah. I mean, I think I do. Like, I got the fastest fiber shit they offer out here in the middle of nowhere, and it's decent until I get on live, and it's just like, no, you don't.
Too much information.
Kick me off and make me all choppy and look like I'd recorded this all on an iPhone or something.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We got Jimmy Hibby back. He's out there doing donuts or something, like about 3:30 right now. Hibby back.
So what happened with all the drama? What's all that?
All right, we're going to get to that. I didn't forget about that. I really don't know a lot of it. Like a lot of it I didn't understand because it wasn't my It wasn't my beef. There he is.
Hey, there it is.
Jimmy Smalls in the house.
That's it. Got the cell phone out.
Yeah,
Well,
what'd you guys?
Carburetor. I can't handle anything else.
Yeah,
Right.
That's too close to EFI, right? Like,
Yeah, that's too close.
yeah. No more. So what'd you guys do after the race? You guys go out to eat or something? You tip your waitress well with all them $1 bills or what?
Yeah, I went to Cloverdale Mexican restaurant.
Hell
Had a
yeah!
big
Which
ass
one?
Beer.
Which
Yeah,
one? The
nice
one
one.
right there by Taco Bell or behind Taco Bell? McDonald's or the one?
Yeah, by
across?
McDonald's. That's probably the only one in Cloverdale.
Yeah, it's not bad. I've actually been there a few times. They actually have some of my favorite salsa over there. They have some good salsa.
Yeah, it had something that's like cooked, it's like baked on a pineapple or something, like a fajita mix. It was good.
I feel like I've had that before, but it wasn't there. And I forget what they called it. Like it's some weird shit, but it was good. Maybe it was there. I ate it. I don't even know. Yeah, that's good shit, man. You guys should have let me know, man. I might have joined you. That was on my way home.
Yeah,
I feel like
kids were a
I was
mess.
probably late. I was the last one to leave the track. Trigolette and his like 47 car and truck convoy was right before me.
We
But
went
yeah,
right
when
across the street and had monocles.
Did you?
Okay,
there you
The
go.
pizza
Yeah.
joint?
Pizza. Yeah.
I know our last race, I seen you guys. I don't even know why I was going to go to McDonald's and I seen you guys all parked there. You was parked all the way out in the street, like right in
Oh,
the
yeah.
street.
I got hung up on that curb.
Oh yeah.
Turn
He's
that
like, fuck it, I'm
bus
getting out.
there.
This is it.
Yeah.
That's a sign. It's time to go.
Yeah, Dusty was out directing traffic, getting me unhooked, and
I
yeah,
seen Dusty
were
in the
stuck.
parking lot.
Yeah, that was bad.
But did you guys ate good, right? That was
Oh,
a
yeah.
that was a winter dinner. A winter dinner and y'all ate McDonald's? I mean, there wasn't much to choose from in Salem. If you'd have kept if you'd have kept on going down the road though, see, I ate at Denny's. Like I was so hungry by the time I hit Bedford, it was on. Like I seen Denny's and that was it. That's where I was at. Yep. And they looked at us like we were crazy. Like we were like we were the drunk crowd or something. Like we came in at the wrong time or something. They treated us some type of way for a minute, but after that it was all good.
Yeah, I get to going during the day and I forget to eat, and when it's over, I'm about to pass out because I'm so hungry. So I didn't.
It'd be about dinner time on my way home, and I'm ready to eat dinner before I come home and tell my kids it's time for dinner.
Yeah,
I do.
I do get at least a bite.
I do that. I don't mean to, but I do that. And then they'd be mad at me. I come in smelling like fajitas and shit. Come in smelling like fajitas and margaritas, and they're over here about to eat some fettuccine. It ain't even fair. Uh-oh. We got a champion meeting over here. What up, Ryan?
What up?
Champ is here.
There he is.
God, I feel like I'm in the presence of royalty and shit. We got King Jimmy down there. We got Ryan. Oh, we got King. Oh, we got. Hey, Jimmy, man, I can't call you that no more. That's disrespectful to the king up there above you. That's King Eric.
Yeah,
That's right.
you got it.
You're Jimmy Smalls for the next year, brother.
Jimmy Smalls.
Jimmy Smalls.
Yeah,
See,
Eric
man,
probably got it.
I feel like you this window right here would probably be Dusty Porter if he wore his Jimmy shirt.
Oh,
Could be, you know. he fucked his own luck up. That's his fault. You know what I mean? Maybe next year we're gonna have to all wear Jimmy shirts. You got any of them Rule G shirts left?
I got a 5X if someone wants one.
Man, I think him and his old lady could share it. It'd be like the get along shirt, like when they arguing and shit. You know, you put them in the same Jimmy shirt.
I was going to get another easy up. Probably work for that.
Hell yeah, we can shrink that bad boy. Use it to wipe down the car in between rounds or something, you know. I showed up first round with mud all over my shit. I have mud all over my shit. I'm gonna have to get rid of these 20-inch tires on the work truck. They make my shit look bad on the way to the racetrack on my my one axle trailer. That's all right. Hey Ryan, man, you got it done, dude. You got it done. Like that was a damn good race. Did you see the picture of the finish line that I posted of that?
Yeah, it was crazy because it didn't seem that close in the car, but
Dude, I know just from the video. I should post the whole video, but 50 feet behind that, like you was a car in front of him. Like he was fucking coming. If you had 5 more feet of real estate, it would have been a different outcome.
Like my car was slip sliding all over the place, big end on Sunday. I don't know what was going on, but
no, that's probably average shit. I mean, mine was even in mine was good till I hit third gear, and then I had to let out and get back in it.
You got 3 gears in that thing?
Oh yeah.
It's got a 10-speed. You only use 3 of them.
Hey, when you don't have a lot of horsepower, bro, you need all the help you can get. We got 411 gears and fucking 3 gears. One
high gear.
High gear. That's all. That's the only one that matters.
Yeah.
I was a little worried about the smoke coming out of the right side, though. I ain't gonna lie. I was a little worried about it.
Been doing that a while. It's just oil.
Just overlook it. Like
it's just oil.
It's just trying to send you a signal, like, "Hey, bro, we're tired. It's time."
It uses 3 quarts and about 30 passes. So
that's a diesel.
It's pumping it out.
Hell yeah! Well, what's it got on? About 320,000 on it or something?
It's clapped out. It's clapped.
How often you guys refresh that bad boy? You ever take it apart and see what it is?
Every year.
Yeah.
It does. It's got good compression numbers and still holds vacuum. So I was just gonna keep running the rest of the year.
That's right. Like we wouldn't even been mad in like July when the mosquitoes was out, but here in October I was a little concerned. I was just thinking, is Jimmy gonna make it one more round? I swear every round was just a little bit worse.
It's done now.
It's done. All right. Sit her down. Sit her down. Like time out. It's time to lay her down. Rest your neck, old 632. Yeah, no, it was some good racing. There was a lot of good close racing Sunday. I wish we could have got it in Saturday, but wasn't nothing I could do. I even tried to stay at the track because I was going to go out there at the road at the end of the finish line and send it a few times and just get it a little closer. But it stopped raining for, it seemed like 2 hours. And then when I'm ready to go, it was like, no, you're not. And it started raining again. So I was like, fuck it. And I left and I came back and it stopped raining. And I think Jenny had been she had said, I don't know, you guys were at Olive Garden or something and asking me who all was still there. And I was thinking, man, it's about time to do it. And she said, no, it's raining down here. I'm like, it ain't fucking raining. I don't know where you're at, but it ain't raining here. And she's like, bro, we're like 2 blocks away. And I'll be damned, like 10 minutes later, it starts raining like a sumbitch. That's when I left. I was like, I'm done. I ain't doing nothing else tonight. So yeah,
it didn't start raining again until about 11:30.
After that night.
Yeah, after
See, I should have just hung out.
Yeah, I don't think it dripped a drop till about 11:30, 12 o'clock.
I know Troy and them, they had at the track, they had the I don't know what you want to call it, their end of the year little employee party or something like that was going on Saturday night. So I don't know if you guys went up in the tower in the concession stand and got some of that food, but man, they're a beast at pulled pork and smoked whatever. I don't even know what they make, but that shit was good. I had some of the pulled pork. They had pulled chicken, barbecue chicken, and all that stuff that was in there, and all the sides you could think of. So I went in there and ate a plate and tried to wait it out, but then it started raining, and I just was like, man, I'm going to go home. I'm going to rest up, and we're going to be back tomorrow and get this in. So yeah, it was a good weekend, I guess. We got it finished. I guess the big tire finals wasn't what I wanted it to be, but I don't know. What was going to happen, Jimmy? Was you going to outrun him?
I already did once that day, so I'm not
sure. Eric, he did that? Damn.
He did. Yeah, he did.
And that's what I was also thinking that about Alan Webster. That could have been Alan's race. He done beat everybody that day. And
any other day it would have been.
Right. The underdog would have got him. And that thing's been getting fast. Alan's car, he started off a little slow at the beginning of the year, but by the end of the year, he was a contender. So you are going to have to watch for him in 24. You're going to have to freshen that motor up, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Get that smoke out of it.
I got some extra pistons.
The smoke comes
Right.
out of them. The smoke don't go back in them, no.
Yeah. Just a valve seal, probably. That's all it is.
Yeah, that's what I would tell everybody too. That's what I do tell everybody. It's just a valve seal. It's fine.
Probably
Yeah,
missing the oil ring.
Probably missing a quarter to oil after. Is that part of your turnaround? Is that like charge the battery, like maybe check the plugs,
something weird.
add a quart of oil?
Against Kevin Fields, it did something weird. It popped out the passenger side, and number 6 plugs got smashed shut somehow during the day. And I just put a new plug in, and it was fine after that. I don't know what the fuck happened there. I don't know if it detonated hard and smashed the plug, or
Damn.
I don't
know. Took the strap off of it, or
no,
like
it just
smashed it
smashed
down.
it shut. Yeah.
How's that happen?
I don't know. It didn't look like nothing hit it. It just covered in oil and it smashed.
Huh.
Yeah.
Probably sucked in a piece of Jamie Allen's intake or something.
Yeah, I think he's got nitrous on that thing.
On Jamie? Yeah, I don't know. You know, when on my second round, like I got up there, my dumbass, I don't even know. I got up there and I didn't hit I have 2 buttons. I didn't hit the trans brake button. I hit the fucking line lock. So when I started getting the gas, I was like, whoa, that ain't right. And by the time I let off the line lock and the gas, my shit died. And, you know, we were already in the beam, so it's time to go. So I kind of got to buy after that. But yeah, it happens. We all do stupid shit. Yep. So while we're all here, anybody even catch any of the drama from Saturday? Anybody even catch any of that, or was I the only one? Did I catch all of it?
I witnessed it, but I wasn't going to be a part of it.
I didn't want to be a part of it either. I was just like, I'm the fall guy. Like,
yeah, I seen it, but
it's your race, motherfucker. You're standing here. Let me kick you in the teeth.
I mean, we heard it every time people walked by our trailer and our car, but
I did too.
Kind of just turned our head and took care of business.
I didn't really understand. I don't know. Like when I'm there, like my focus on it is to make sure the race goes, everybody's safe, everything happens, and there's no bullshit. And that's it. Like that's outside of that, like please don't approach me with this shit because I just don't. I'm already overwhelmed. Like I'm like a little overstimulated. Like I got shit. I don't even know. I don't know how the fuck I even function on race day some days. Like I'm overwhelmed. I got shit to do. So what had happened was everybody knows how our chip draws have been all year, right?
yeah.
Drivers meeting, we'll all draw chips, and then second round, me and whoever's there will draw chips. So that's nothing normal. It's just standard procedure at this point. 7 races in, we've been doing it like that for 7 races. We had a driver that had been present for all the chip draws, first, second, and third round, and I was cool with that. Like I invite anybody. I don't care if you want to come watch, that's fine. But I'm not fucking coming to look for you. That's it. That's what this whole after second round chip draw thing avoids.
It's like herding cats.
It literally saves us 2 hours every race, and that's on like the best case scenario. Like it could be worse. Like there's some races where it's took me 3 hours to round fucking drivers up. So I had got a call from the track owner from Troy, and he says, "Hey man, we lose EMT at 5:00. We got to get this going." And that was like, I don't even know, 3:30 maybe. So we had an hour and a half to get like, I don't even know, 3 or 4 rounds in. So I was like, all right. Well, this driver had been present for first, second, and third round chip draw. Well, fourth round chip draw, I gathered up, 2 witnesses to come watch me draw chips. And we drew chips. Like, I had somebody sitting there reading the names. I had somebody watching, and then, I'm doing the business. So I did that. And then Ryan, I had text Jenny because I didn't see her. She wasn't up there for that, even though she was accused of chip fixing her or whatever the fuck. So, I had text Jenny and, told her, hey, tell Ryan I need him up there ASAP. We're going to lose EMT at 5 o'clock. We got to go. And then I caught up with the other group of hard tire guys and told them, hey, we got to go. Rounded up small tire guys. Hey, we got to go. And we had already drew chips. So that's when the shit started. Because, a group of drivers wasn't up there, and that was whatever. Like, I'm not going to come find you. I'm sorry you wasn't up here for chip draw. Like, but I don't care at the same time. Like, it's time to go. We got to go. I also kind of got the feeling that like that group of drivers was really trying to slow things down so that they didn't get eliminated and they still stayed in the money and they got to take some money home. That's how I felt. I don't know if that's what it was, but that's how I felt. But I didn't care at the same point. Like, I just wanted to get the chip draw done. I wanted to get up there. I wanted to get everybody running. I was a piece of shit for that. I was a piece of shit for not inviting everybody to the chip draw, which everybody's always been invited. I don't give a shit who draws who. Like, I'm already out. Like, I don't even care. Like, I honestly like want to go out first round because I have shit to do. I don't have time to race. Like, I would love to race with y'all, but I have enough shit to do. So then I got approached by the driver's wife, the driver's daughter, and man, they followed me around like, I don't even know, dude. They were on me. I felt like JJ the Boss was there about to get beat up by Trisha and what's her name. For real, that's how I felt. Like, they was not, like, if there was any conspiracy theory that, it was kind of, man, I don't even know how to explain it, how I felt that day. It was like standing in front of a bunch of flat earth motherfuckers giving me conspiracy theories of what could happen. But it was close. It was like 1 + 1 = 3 type shit. Well, if you add 1 + 1 and that one extra one, if it would have been true, if they would have added that extra one in there, it could have been true and we could have thought about it. But it wasn't there. So I was like, I had to walk away. I couldn't even function thinking about this shit.
So did they get a draw they didn't want or what?
Do what?
Did they get a draw that they didn't want? Is that what the whole beef was about?
I honestly never, Saturday or Sunday, I never even thought about why they were upset about it. So Sunday, I'm pondering all this shit yesterday. I'm just thinking, like, why were they so upset? So I had looked at the sheet, and what had happened was Ryan drew Allen, 3rd round. Okay, everything's cool. He drew Allen, 3rd round, gave him his first L for the day.
I drew him the 2nd and the 3rd round.
No, that was 3rd round. 4th round, you drew him again. So that was the problem. That was the problem. That's what the beef was about, was because you drew him again. So it was like, now, like, they think it's looking funny, and I wasn't there. So did that really happen? Did he really draw him? Does he really? But what I really think about the whole hard tire situation was, Ryan, you took out some fucking hitters. You didn't have no slouches. You did not have one punk ass round. You did not have a duck ever. All day Sunday. You didn't have a duck.
No, sir.
Like, so I didn't really understand. To me, I didn't understand why somebody was mad, because you didn't have an easy race. Like, you literally had to take the first place guy out. You gave him his first loss, and then the next round you gave him, his final loss. So it wasn't like we were just like giving you all the ducks and everybody else had to race the hitters. It wasn't like that. So I didn't really understand what the beef was, but the beef was that that group of drivers wasn't there. And I get it, but the whole point of me doing the drivers or the chip draw the way it is I don't want to find you. I don't want to go find you. That's the whole thing I'm trying to eliminate, is coming to fucking find you. I don't have to find you, because I've been calling drivers up that whole day, Sunday. I don't know if the microphone didn't work or the PA didn't work. Something didn't work, because I'm waiting up there for like 20 minutes. I'm just standing there like by myself waiting for drivers in the staging lanes. So maybe they didn't hear none of it. I don't really know. But I can promise you there will never be any bullshit, because Ryan, man, I like you, my guy, but I didn't give a shit if you won a championship. If you didn't earn it, I didn't care if you didn't win it. You know what I mean?
And that's what I've said from day one. I said,
right.
If someone gives it to me, I don't want it that way, because it don't mean a damn thing. Like,
And it don't.
That's why we
It doesn't
told
mean
Jamie,
anything for our series either. You know what I mean? Like,
and that's why I told Jamie first round. I said, "Don't take it easy." I said, "Race me like you would anybody else."
swing for the fence, bro.
And we all know what happened to that. So,
Hey, he did too. It was batter up, and somebody had to go pick up the pieces, literally.
So he did that, and I about hit the guardrail. So,
I seen you out there getting squirrely.
so.
So yeah, you know, I really didn't understand a lot of the drama, but really, now looking back on it in hindsight, like I feel like there was some drama Saturday between you and that same group of drivers, and I feel like I walked into it, like I caught that, like, you know, but all the other bullshit that was said, you know, as far as like, you know, Jenny, you know, your old lady does help me with chip draw, but she doesn't ever have her hand in a bucket. She doesn't touch a chip. She literally writes down what I tell her came out of the bucket. Right. That's it. That's it. And that's the same way with, you know, even Sunday when I had Shane and Joe out there helping. That's all they did. They did the same shit. Like they didn't, other than I had to write the shit down because they didn't want to write the shit down, but they overseen the whole thing, and you know, they were reading the names off, and so it really wasn't, to me, it wasn't that big a deal. Like it really caught me off guard when they were upset about it. Like I didn't understand, but they were, I mean, they were up there for first, second, and third round. Like, but I didn't know that they were up there because they didn't trust me or because they wanted to see that no bullshit was happening. I thought they were just up there like waiting for their, you know, their pairs to find out who they were racing. So I really, you know, when fourth round came around and I drew with Joe and Shane, I really didn't think about, you know, why isn't these other hard tire guys up here? I didn't think about that because I didn't care. Like, that's what I'm trying to eliminate. I really don't care if you're up there because I have checks and balances to make sure that it's all legit. Like I have witnesses, and it's real simple the way we do it. You know, maybe we won't do it the same next year. You know, I mean, maybe we'll do it the same next year and I'll just throw a fucking camera on it and we'll just like document everything. I don't know. But to me,
we got, you know, like the racers though, we've got stuff to do between rounds, and when the car count's smaller like it was, that helps me. I know Jimmy's over there working his ass off. Ryan's doing the same thing.
Exactly.
Right.
So send somebody up there, tell me what lane I'm in, and tell me who I'm paired up against. Or tell me what lane I'm in and tell me what round I am. I don't care. Right. It don't matter. You got to beat everybody anyway.
And that's how I feel about it. I feel like if you know, in the grand scheme of things, like if you're going to cheat somebody out of something, like chip draw is probably not where it's at. Like you're not really gaining much from a chip draw. Yeah. You know, especially when like I don't even look at the bucket. Like you know, if I'm the guy that has to write the shit down, like I'm looking at the paper. I don't give a fuck what comes out of the bucket. Just tell me so I can write the shit down.
Like another option you got is like the early Turkey Bash days, like Charlie Bennett, he did like a live video drawing the chips every round. And then
I thought about that.
Like you could play it back if you wanted to. I don't really care.
That's what I said. Even if we don't go live, maybe, you know, I could you know, I at least record it. That way I can have proof that there's no funky shit going on, because
keep everybody happy, I guess.
And I'm fine with that. If that's what everybody wants me to do, I'm good with that. Like I really don't care. I really don't care, but I just want it to go fast, and I want it to go smooth, and I want everybody to, you know, I don't want to have to rush guys like you said, like if you're trying to turn your car around, you know, and you take 10 minutes out of your turnaround to come up here and wait for me to draw chips, like now I'm waiting on you for an extra 10 minutes to get up to the lanes. You know, we're trying to eliminate that. And it has worked great because, like I said, it's almost 2 hours a race just to draw chips. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say 4 rounds, 5 rounds, you know, you're waiting on guys for 10, 15 minutes. Like, you know, at the end of the night, it adds up. And I've been in the position where, you know, it's just like Sunday where they're like, dude, we're going to lose EMT. We're going to lose lights. Like, we got to shut the shit down. We got a curfew. We got all this other shit. Like, we just got to go. And I like the fast pace of our races. Like, you know, I've been to other races where like you're literally sitting there all fucking day just to make 4 rounds. That doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. So running 2 classes, you know, I mean, what's helped me a bunch with turning the car around, running one car with 2 sets of tires on it, that's a rat race. And there ain't no way in heck I could get up there to do chip draw.
Hey, when you was there just with the yellow car swapping tires out every round,
Right.
I didn't even know. And I give you props on this. Like, you were never the last guy to show up. Like, the most to do in the pits, but you were never the last guy to show up. It's usually Jimmy. Hi, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Or Ty.
Yeah.
Or Ty. He hasn't been
Yeah.
around much this year. I don't know what they're doing. And hard tire, I don't know. They say it's Ryan, but I don't. I'm not really paying attention to who it is, but
He's
usually
changing
it's
camshafts between rounds and stuff.
yeah. Hey, you got to fill them shoes sometimes. Usually it's like
I'm not an early bird, that's for sure, but I'll be up there before they start going.
But I've never, you've never bitched about chips, or you never. I feel like you're one of the guys that realize, like, you got to race
Everybody.
You got to race everybody. Basically, you got to look at it like you got to race everybody to win.
Yeah.
Well, and then kind of the catch-22 of it too is if you take the racers out of it, there's an opportunity for some games to be played as well. Swapping chips, this and that.
And
and all that shit's gone if you do it the way you're doing it. And I don't have to go up there and mess with it.
That's part of it.
Yeah.
And even the group of guys that were bitching about how we do things, like, those are also a group of guys that have been accused of doing weird shit with chips.
Yeah.
Like, I pay attention to a lot of that stuff, and I'll never point fingers of what you did at somebody else's race. Like, I don't give a fuck if you go to War in the Woods and you cheat your ass off and win. I don't care. That's what it is. You come to our race and start cheating and doing weird shit, and I'm just gonna, like, you just probably won't show back up. I'll make you feel some type of way about yourself. So I'm glad nobody's ever done that. I mean, I haven't actually caught people cheating. I've caught people doing, like, weird dumb shit, like, hard tire guy, like, spraying his fucking tires with stripper glitter in the pits and driving up to the fucking what I'm saying? Like, there's weird shit that goes on. Like, I can overlook so much, but I'm not gonna overlook cheating. So, and I kind of pride myself on being honest and the integrity of all this. Like, I just want, and Ryan, what I'm saying? Like, in Muncie, y'all was mad at me, but I felt like I made the fair decision. It sucked. It sucked. For me to make that decision, it probably sucked for you, but at the end of the day, like, if it was the shoe was on the other foot, like, you probably would appreciate me making that call.
Yeah, like, I mean, I was mad in the situation, but once you kind of clear your head out and
right,
you know what I mean, look at everything, the big picture, it's like, yeah, it was on us too. So
yeah, and I feel like that happened this weekend too. Even with the other guy, I haven't said his name because it's not that deep. I don't want to throw him under the bus. Everybody gets shitty, you know what I mean? It's the end of the year.
Yeah, I mean, but nobody's perfect. I mean, we all have our days.
Yeah. So it is what it is. But to clear up, what had started most of this shit was this right here. This is what started it. Looks like the blind squirrel helping, you know what I mean? Like, we were made out basically to be cheaters. This is what it is. And that ain't what happened. And Gary man, out of all the Exit 22 dudes, I'm gonna tell you now, you're my favorite, homie. We have fun, we clown, we have a good time. I'm gonna say Matt and Alan's probably the fastest out of you guys. They've been in the winner's circle the most. Mike's fast. It is what it is. Like, you guys, you have a good time, but I promise you there will never be no bullshit over here. Because anytime somebody undermines, like, the integrity of the race, like, did you really win? I don't want anybody ever questioning, did I really win? Like, no, you won. If you won one of our races, you really won that shit. You earned it. There'll never be any weird shit going on chip draw. Like, anybody's always welcome to check it out and come up here. If I'm under pressure and I got to get a race done, I'm not coming to find you. I'm not coming to find you. I promise you that.
What's the point? You got to race everybody anyway. I mean, I remember
You
getting
do.
into you guys' group, you know, when I first started all this, and I think Hoosier was fairly new too. I remember going to Muncie, and I asked Dusty, I was like, who's that dude over there with the black Camaro? Oh, that's Jimmy Gillen. He's faster than fuck. Oh, okay. All right. I had the S10 then, you know,
Right.
and it was fast. I thought it was fast, but it wasn't Jimmy fast, you know. So I get my teeth kicked in by Jimmy, I don't know how many times before I finally figured it out. Had nothing to do with chip draw, but it's like, why do I always draw this guy? Why do I got to
Yeah.
Why do I got to keep racing him? You know, how does that happen?
Yeah.
What's the luck? Well, we're buddies, and it is what it is, and he's made me faster. You know,
Yeah.
all you guys, I respect all of you, and if it wasn't for all of us, none of us would be any faster.
Right.
I mean,
Not at all.
so you got to race each other no matter what, or get out of it. You know,
That's right.
Yeah. Hell, half the guys got your parts in their cars.
right on. Yeah, and you know me, anything I got, any of you guys are welcome to.
We appreciate it, man.
The trailer's open. There's all kinds of crap in here. Yeah.
And that's
Anything to
how I
keep
feel.
going.
Even you know, I had even thought like, you know, Jamie Allen blowing the intake off his shit. Like I was ready to take the lid off of my shit and give it to him. If he made it to the next round, he was going to have my lid because I wasn't there. Like, what am I going to do
Yeah.
with it?
I mean, I've
Yeah.
offered to pull the trans out of the car after I'm out, you know, to give it to somebody, you know,
Right.
keep running. I told Jimmy that last, where was we? We was at this race last fall, and you was having tranny problems. I had a tranny in the, you know, in the trailer. Let's throw it in there. He's like,
I felt like,
Ah,
you know, that says something about, you know, our group of racers. Like we don't have the biggest group of racers that I know of, but you know, we definitely got each other's back. Like we might be mad, we might be pissed off, but you can still have my transmission or my intake. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's
I don't
just
know.
parts. And if I'd be a jerk about it and not help anybody and everybody's breaking, who do you got to race? What's the point?
Yeah.
You know?
Not even that, but who do you got to rely on? You know what I mean? What if
Right.
you're going? What if you're
Yeah.
going to the finals and you know you need somebody's intake lid or carburetor or tire or just whatever,
or whatever? Yeah.
you know, then you're that guy that gets put out because he had a bad attitude 3 races ago.
Yeah.
So, no, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like some shit was said, and you know, there's a lot of shit that was said at the track, and then it escalated into the internet, and you know, that ain't what we are. That ain't what we're about. You know, I'm down to change chip draw if that's the problem. Like, you know, if it makes anybody feel some type of way, like we really can change it. We just like we did chip draw for 2 years where I had to round up drivers every race.
Yeah.
You know, so
I mean, just like Jeff does with the name on the chip.
theirs is a little different than ours, but it's the same concept. Like it's made to speed things up.
Yep.
So
just keep it moving.
Yep.
You know, yeah, and a bottom of the line kind of deal to me is like, if you don't trust us to draw chips, if you don't trust us to make calls, like we're not just making calls on chips, like we're making finish line calls, you know, come, you know, Salem or, you know, any of the backtrack stuff. Like we're making calls. Like if you don't trust us to make calls, just please don't race with us because I don't need the bullshit. I don't need that. You know, I promise we're gonna be 100% honest because to me, I'll never probably win a Hoosier no prep race. You motherfuckers are just badasses, and I am not that. I'll never win one, so I couldn't see like anything that I ever make a call on affecting any race, like because I don't care. I don't care if Jimmy wins or Eric wins or Ryan wins or Trashy wins or I don't care, man. I want the fastest motherfucker on the property that day to win. You know, with no bullshit. Like I don't need any favoritism. You know, there's been times where I remember, I think it was in 2020, we were racing at Salem, and it was Jeff Thomas and Patrick and Trashy in the finals. And man, it was so close. They didn't have the timer, you know, the lights and the wind lights and all that shit at the time. So we had to make a call, and you know, it's me and Patrick's deal here, you know, throwing a race, and it's like you got to give it to him. Like, I mean, it's either re-race or give it to him. So, you know, like I said, I just want to be fair, man. I don't want anybody to ever think that we're not fair because we are we are probably the pinnacle of what's fair in the no prep world, because I don't give a shit. Like if you ain't the guy that day, you're just not the guy. Like you're just not. Like I don't really care. Like you're just not.
That's why they call it racing, not winning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. Sometimes it's not your day.
It's not,
Yep.
and you can't make it your day by protesting and arguing and bitching and threatening. And like, you can't make it your day by doing that shit.
Nope.
And that's how I felt Sunday. Like, I felt like, man, they were trying to pressure me into like redrawing chips or doing weird shit. And like, first of all, like we did it right the first time. We're not going to redo it because we did it right the first time,
Or if they've got a problem, like you said, they're more than welcome to go up there and babysit it. Watch.
Yeah. Or you're more than welcome to come up there and watch us draw chips. Like, I don't care. I mean,
It just, I don't see the big deal in it.
Even Gary Miller was the one that posted that shit and got the internet fired up. But at the same time, like, a race or two, like Gary was up there helping me do chip draw at Salem. So, it's like, was that not fair to Ryan because Ryan wasn't up there? To me, I don't give a shit who's up there. Like, it's going to be fair either way. It's just drawing chips out of a bucket and writing a name down. Like, there's no weird favoritism shit going on. Like I said, like, I like Ryan, but I didn't really give a shit if he won a championship. If he didn't earn it, I don't give a fuck if he won it. It wouldn't make no sense to me to win a championship if he didn't earn it. I couldn't walk around for the next year being like, this is our champion, when really he was a cheater. Like, that would be fucked up.
So it's funny you bring that up. Do you remember the whole deal last year?
Which one? We had many of them last year.
It was at Terre Haute with me and Andrew.
Yeah. And you guys, see, that's the thing. You guys were super honest. Like, I was ready to give it to you, but you guys were like, dude, that ain't our championship to win.
And like, I went through my results and his results of all 8 races, and I was like, my math says that he won, and your math was like, well, like I'm coming up with y'all being tied.
Right. And me and I feel like I had even had that conversation with your old lady, and like I had tried to explain it to her, like, that ain't what I got. Like, unless you can prove it to me that that's what it really is. And at the end of it, like, she tried, but at the end of it, like, come the last, our finale, she did prove it to me. So, but it wasn't even in your favor. So
yeah.
So it is what it is. Like,
and
I appreciate that, because you guys really could have just been like, yeah, that's ours. But how could you walk around for the next year thinking you're a champion when really you were second?
Exactly.
You weren't that guy.
Something called integrity.
It is. And I take a lot of pride in the integrity part of this, because I mean, every race, like, you could throw some funky bullshit in there and like give somebody a win, or what I mean? Like, I don't want to. I don't want to. If you didn't win, you didn't fucking win. Period. Like, don't even send your wife and your old lady up to argue with me, because I'm not going to argue with them. And that's what it was Sunday. Like, I ain't arguing. Like, me and a driver, we can argue. Like, we can talk about it. We can hash it out. But please do not send your wife and your daughter up to argue with me, because I'm not going to argue with them. I don't have time for that shit.
Yeah, send them up to watch chip draw instead if they're worried about it.
Well, and they had been up there. So I kind of feel a little bad about it, because they really had been up there first, second, third round. They were up there. Fourth round, I wasn't looking for them. I wasn't sending invites or text. Like, I had the business to do, and I did it. And then I text Jenny afterwards and told him, tell Ryan, get his shit up here. We got 5 o'clock. We got like 35 minutes. We got to go. And I had actually seen them in person, so I didn't have to text shit. But it really got blew out of proportion and stuff. And, the driver in question, like, he had apologized to me yesterday. So, sometimes, it's racing. You get in the heat of the moment and shit happens. It is what it is. That's why I really just don't take any of it personal. Jimmy, if you came up and told me I was a piece of shit, well, I'm going to be a piece of shit for 7 days, but we're going to talk about it. It's going to be all right. I promise you.
Damn right.
I just want to be fair more than anything else. So, but no, I feel like we had a pretty good season. I don't know what 24 is going to mean. I don't know. Maybe we'll have more backside. Maybe we'll have more front side. Maybe I don't even know.
You can keep that backside stuff.
Come on, man. You got a couple trophies from the backside now. Don't be like that.
Yeah. They go back to Muncie again.
I'd like to go back to Muncie. I'd like to go back to Bunker Hill, really. Now that they got
Muncie wouldn't be bad, but that 41 backside crap, I'm gonna race the golf cart next time. I think I'll do better.
I didn't get to race out there, but yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you almost have to have a backside only car to be really competitive out there.
Well, they're talking about doing the next streetcar brawl on the front side, and all them backside guys are crying.
I mean, they should, I mean,
They
if that's their
should,
thing is the
yeah.
backside, backside cars
do.
are not front side cars. It's almost
Right.
like two different genres of drag racing. That's what I like about us is we're in between. We kind of switch it up and go back and forth.
I mean, I'll do it, but I don't.
You got to be the man on all surfaces.
No.
But usually it don't work out like that. Like usually somebody's not the man on all surfaces. You're either the man up
Jimmy
front or
is
the man out back.
I haven't won a small tire race in 2 years. This first one in 2 years.
Didn't you win
Damn, Jimmy.
the backside deal at 41?
No.
No, that was Greg Alajaras or whatever his name was, and the primered looking coupe truck thing. Yeah, he ended up winning it that night.
I've won more big tire races with the Hoosier No Fred than small tire.
Oh, he's coming for that ass, Baba Yaga.
There you go.
I feel like all in all, though, I feel like it was a good season with all of us. Like it wasn't bad. It was all right. I feel like me as being the leader of this shit show, I need to figure out how to get some more money on top, because like that stung paying everybody, and it just was like half of what it was last year. But
yeah,
like I said, I don't know if it's the economy and people just ain't wanting to put money into anything. I don't know, but it's a new year. We'll figure it out. We'll get something going. Maybe we can bring a few of our sponsors back. Maybe get a couple good ones. I see BTR over there fucking making posts about Ryan Betts every other week. What's up with them? You need to work on that. We need a BTR sponsor.
Man,
BTR
we got
hard
lucky.
tire sponsor.
We got lucky with that deal. Like they randomly walked through the staging lanes at War in the Woods in the springtime, and Paul was talking to us and kind of struck up a quick friendship. And
it's like, hey, you're my guy. That's hard tire Ryan Betts. He's a motherfucking champion.
Good thing I didn't have a hood on because he saw their intake, and
oh yeah,
that's
and
what drew him in.
Swapping out that BTR cam and the fucking you guys are on there. Like,
yeah,
you're right there. No, I would definitely, I think when it comes time to look for sponsors and stuff like that, and get people to throw a little bit of money, I think it even falls into racers' hands a little bit to reach out to their people and say, hey man, we racing this series, it's 7-8 races a year, and it's a good group of dudes, like you should check it out. I mean, I only have so many resources, and it's like it grows every year, but at the same time, so does the drivers. Maybe if you guys can't land, a car sponsorship or whatever for the year, maybe get them to throw 100, 500, couple $100 or something at Hoosier No Prep, because one of you three guys may end up taking it home at the end of the year.
Yeah, Dusty commented on here. He said, get some of the sponsors on the live feed and let them talk about their products.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I got a lot of ideas for next year, and this live stream shit is kind of new for this year. Like, I just kind of always been against being on camera and being a face of this thing. I don't really want to be that. I'm not looking for my face to be on a fucking screen.
Yeah, because you never look at the camera.
I know, I'm too busy looking at comments, like this. He said more front side.
Absolutely.
That's right. Y'all gonna have to deal with Rico on the front side. That man's a beast. So better make more. What did Gary say? Better make we're double lane so close for outsiders cone. No, I think you guys did just fine. Like it is what it is. We had 3 races down there, so I ain't mad at anybody for being close in the points. Like, I mean, I could say like if we didn't have a double points race in Salem, like it probably wouldn't have been the same group of drivers fighting for a championship. You know, but I appreciate you guys showing up to every Salem race. So I ain't mad at nobody. Whatever happened to Speeds, he says.
Mhm.
Man, that's a whole nother show. I feel like we've been over this a time or two. Those some bitches. They have a low prep race going on. Oh, wait, they cancel it. Yeah, see, Dusty just said that. Tim Shaw said, I'll get you 500. Hey, see, there we go. Got a bunch of badasses on the screen now. They want to throw money at you guys. See, this ain't my money. I don't give a shit. I'm just like the holder of the money for a couple months. And
Just as long as you put like 50 cents of that 500 into the King of the Cornfield class. I mean, something on top. Ice cream, cherry, something.
I feel like we need more. I mean, not only do we need more like sponsor money on Big Tire, but we need more Big Tire cars. You know, there's only like a handful of them that are not small tire, that are actual Big Tire cars that, you know, run in that class. And I don't really understand. I mean, maybe it's the money, you know, maybe, I don't know. I mean, a lot of the guys that have raced that have been really fast in that class, other than Kevin Fields and his borrowed cars, that don't count. The owners of those cars that have showed up, you know, I mean, like I feel like I see the other races that they chase, and they're bigger money races. So maybe it's the money. Yeah, I don't know. I would like to have more money on everything now. Like I just feel like I owe you guys the world in this series. You know what I mean? Like if I hit the Powerball tomorrow, you motherfuckers is getting paid. We're gonna have the craziest fucking no prep year ever if I ever did some shit like that. Let's see. Too fast for Speeds. You know, that's a concern. That's a concern at Speeds.
Too fast for Terre Haute.
But you're gonna have to. I mean, yeah, like we're creeping up on that. I feel like somewhere like that, you're gonna have to like pull the chutes at like 450 feet and mash the brakes at 550.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to learn how to pull the chute earlier, I think.
Yeah, maybe put it on a timer. I don't know what you're running, but man, I would pull it.
I've been in the sand out there once. Speeds.
That's Speeds. That's not even sand. That's pea gravel. Using a pea gravel.
Yeah.
Well, then the shutdown at that place, it is bumpier than a cornfield. Trying to get slowed down. Yeah, we went and tested out there earlier in the year, and I almost ended up in it.
See, I've never raced myself at Speeds, and I'm not even sure if I got the opportunity at this point. They just don't fucking like my ass. It is what it is. I mean,
first time I went to Speeds, I won the day. It was for 660 grudge. I think I ran a 580 something.
Was that in the truck?
I was in the truck.
Right.
And that Monday, I went and ordered a parachute. I'm like, how in the world did these guys get stopped?
Yeah.
That was 580. You know?
Yeah, it's like you got a short. You don't even have a long sand trap. Like you got a short ass sand trap and then cornfields
and cows.
And that track's 100% concrete too. That's kind of strange. Yeah,
like you could probably get pretty fast out there. Hurry up and slow down.
Yeah,
but I do like Speeds. I do like Speeds. I wish circumstances were different with the owners. Like they're not on board for no prep. Like I had seen they posted a low prep race, and I was thinking like they're probably not gonna draw very many real no prep racers to this deal because of the bullshit that happened with us and whatever else. Like he doesn't want that there. He wants the people there. He wants the racers there. He wants the close racing that we brought, but he doesn't want everything else that comes with it. And that's sad.
Yeah, but-
so maybe one day we can get back there. Maybe we'll just
low prep, no prep. What's the difference? I mean,
at
Terre
speeds,
Haute was low prep this
Not
weekend,
much.
wasn't it?
That was probably the roughest that we've seen Terre Haute. Like it
It
was
was definitely a little slower for me.
Yeah, that was the roughest. Like even on our Friday night deal, like I feel like there was a little more prep that went on with scraping the track and maybe out a little farther or whatever. Like we didn't get that Sunday, and I was fine with that because I know you guys like we'll race whatever it is, but yeah, it was definitely probably a little slower than what we're used to out there, especially for being a front side. Paul said the pea gravel's bad, but it works good though.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to be out there in the drink. Let's see what she say. I've said it before. We love Speeds. No, Speeds doesn't love Hoosier No Prep. They don't love Hoosier No Prep. Like, they'll tell you they love all the drivers, but really they want the money. They really don't want you guys there. That's sad to me. I tried, man. They ain't gonna own that track forever. Like, it's not like a big money maker at their current business plan. Whatever they got going on out there, it's not gonna work forever. I mean, maybe they make $20,000 a year, and that's like big money to them. I don't know. But I'd like to do some more shit at Speeds. We're gonna have to like rent the place out, and like the owners are not allowed type shit because we just bump heads. But it would be cool to be back out there, even with the short ass shutdown. I still remember my favorite memory. It's my favorite, but it's kind of a shitty memory. Is when our 2020 season out there, and we had Patrick and Jeff Thomas in the finals. Trashy's in the left lane and goes off, hits the guardrail, spins around. Jeff's in the right lane. He lost the race. He disappeared. Everybody runs out to Trashy and makes sure Patrick's all right. And then Jeff comes walking up like, "It's all right, guys. I'm fine." His car's like deep in the fucking pea gravel out there. Yeah. Yeah. So it's what it is. Like, I had a good time out of Speeds. Like, Speeds was actually a good time for me. I had a good time, and I appreciate them letting us do what we did out there. But when it came time to return the appreciation, it wasn't there. So maybe one day it will be. Maybe they'll get their shit together and get their head out of their asses and realize that this ain't no fucking swap meet. This is a race. This is a racetrack.
Yeah, those 3 races out there, I learned nitrous wasn't for me. That's way too much work.
Oh yeah, when you was out there, you were a nitrous guy.
Yeah, the first year it had a 150 shot on it.
See, I don't really think I knew you guys too much that first year. Like I had
No,
seen
we
you
were-
out there, but it was the Merriam and Chris Fleming show 2020.
Oh yeah.
I would like to bring that back. I would like to bring both of them back, like the Ryan Betts and Merriam and Chris Fleming, and like that was a good year of hard tire racing. That was a lot of good close racing that year. I hear somebody's phone. Which one of you some bitches got a noisy ass phone? I hear it. Hold on, I want y'all to hear it.
I hear.
Say hi to my phone. Y'all hear that? That's not an iPhone. Which one of y'all don't have an iPhone? Somebody got a good speaker on their phone. It's one of y'all. It's probably Eric. It's probably Eric's laptop with his crispy ass high def screen up there. Fits right in to his operation. Got OJ and Baba Yaga and 4K fucking screen over there in the upper right. Got that surround sound going on his phone.
Heck yeah. Got
Oh,
my
shit.
speakers hooked up to it.
He said, "What about Coles County? How was your experience out there at Coles County, Eric? Did you went out there, right?"
Yeah, but I cut my teeth at the track and I did all my licensing, all that stuff. And I know Rod, I don't know. He, I think nervous and insurance, he he don't understand what we do, and it's really not as unsafe as I think he thinks it is. But I mean, I like Coles County. I think
I
that'd be
like that was a cool
badass
track.
place to have it.
It was a cool
Yeah.
track. It is.
Yeah,
Somebody tagged
nice
Casey.
pits.
Somebody tagged Casey Brittenham. This is his fault. We don't get to race there no more.
Probably.
It's
You're
all
exactly
Casey's
right.
fault. I know it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, I like that place. It's
Fucking
nice.
Casey.
Yeah.
Yeah, you won.
Yeah.
You won our first race out there. Like that was a good race too.
Yeah,
That was actually a really good race. That's probably one of our top 10, top 5 best races ever. Was that very first one in Coles County. Different times we had the COVID shit going on. Like that was wild.
we had 32 cars out there.
Yeah.
Damn.
How many? I don't even remember how many hard tire cars we had, but it was good hard tire racing too.
I think he'll come around. I mean, I know Alan had a good time.
Yeah. I mean, even he said he had a little issues with, going through tech and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
they told him not to run the number, and I'm sure he did anyways.
Oh, he did.
Oh, he did. I know,
He
because
did.
the number they gave him was like, I'm the only slow motherfucker in the group that runs that number. Barely.
Yeah, and they turn the clocks and stuff off, but
That's
don't know.
cool.
It is what it is. Not everybody's cut out for it.
There you go. Freddie likes Coles County. He said, I know like Coles County or Brown County. I only like this motherfucker. Shit. Freddie. I can't wait till 24. We're going to have so much fun at Terre Haute with Freddie. Yeah, Dewey knows what it is. NHRAs, they get in the way out there, and they do.
Yep.
And it's hard to get track owners or even like bracket racers or anybody to understand. Like, if I wanted to race for the NHRA, I'd go race with the NHRA. We don't race with the NHRA. I understand, like, it's a NHRA track here and there, but I don't feel like
all of them are.
Not all of them.
Everywhere we go is NHRA damn near.
Yeah. Let's see. Terre Haute, they're NHRA.
Waggler.
I think. Yeah, sure they are. Sure they are. You're right. Nah, Waggler's probably one of the least NHRA tracks, whatever you want to call it. They get it. It's kind of like a Coles County deal. Like, they are what they are, and they're one and the same, but they get what we do, and they let us do our thing. And I'd say we're safe. We've had a crash out there or two, but I mean, that shit's gonna happen anywhere. I don't give a shit how much glue you put on the track. Like, somebody, it happens.
I'd say the most carnage we've had, though, has been at Terre Haute. And I mean, it isn't full-on carnage, but
that's Jimmy's
probably
fault.
the most.
Just say his name. Just say his name is Jimmy.
Well, Jimmy's done it. I mean, I spun the car around. Dusty hit the wall this weekend. I mean, and I ain't never done that anywhere else.
I'm trying to think who was
Kevin looped it around.
Yeah.
Kevin. Yep.
Yep. We had that Friday night deal out there. We had the Kentucky hard tire guys. I think somebody went through the gate that night. I think Ty.
I damn near did.
Ty has damn near been at the gate.
Yeah, Ty hit the fence.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
it's always good. It's always good seeing headlights when you're staging your car down at the end of the track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird because when you're at the starting line and you're looking down, you're like, are they before the fence? Are they after the fence? Like, you don't even really know what happened. They're just down there. So yeah, there's been a few times where I'm just sitting there like, the fuck are they doing? Like, can you just pull off the track and put your parachute? When really they're probably like out there on a county road trying to pack their fucking laundry. But you can't tell from the starting line. It's all the same.
Well, this weekend I was completely up against the cones, my second pass with my shootout. So I was like, do I get out, throw it on the trunk, or do I try to back up without running my shootout to get off the track?
Nah, you ain't got to hurry for me. It only takes an extra minute or two to throw a fucking.
I backed up, didn't run my shoot over, and we were good. But yeah, I was like, oh boy, here we go.
Kevin's a lot better driver than I am.
Yeah.
Frey said Hillbilly Hustler is the Tokyo Drift.
Yeah.
I talked to Kevin. He was like, every time I put some new tires on this motherfucker, this is exactly what I do. You got to break them in, Kevin. That's how you break them in the big end. Yeah.
Yeah, he'd have to change his underwear if he wore some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you know he don't wear none? What? Hold on.
Jimmy was pitted right across from him.
Oh, okay. You know, you get a different view of somebody for breakfast and eggs. Like they just come out like it's whatever. Come out like shitter's full. Not, I mean, I think it was definitely a pretty good year for us as far as like no bullshit, no drama, no racetracks fucking kicking us in the nuts. Like it was a pretty good year.
Oh, yeah.
But now we got to
Yeah,
figure
right.
out how to make 24 better, man. I don't even know. Like, we got to make it better than 2021. I feel like 21 was the best year. That was the funnest shit ever to me. I think 21 was.
24 will be a better year when we get a new president.
All right, I can't help you there.
Yeah.
You all show me how.
Yeah.
Like, if we could draw a president like chip draw or something, I feel like I could take notes. I could take notes from all the shit they said that we did, and we could make it happen. Like I have an idea how to fuck everything over now. Fuck, we just pick a president.
Not what they did.
That's kind of what happened. Like they drew chips when nobody was up there. Next thing you know, we got fucking Biden in office. Fuck. It's all right.
Yeah.
It's gonna be all right. I feel like next year is gonna be a better year. The economy, hopefully, it'll be a little better. You know, we have people out there making money and want to spend a couple $100 on
Big tire.
Hoosier no prep big tire on the Baba Yaga show.
Yep.
I can't even say that. Last year it was King Jimmy.
King Jimmy. He's still king.
How many big tires did you win last year, Jimmy? Do you remember?
I too.
I know Eric, you won at least one at Salem last year, right? Was that the
I
only
won a
one you
couple of them, but Jimmy still beat me.
Fucking Jimmy.
Yeah.
Him and his small tires.
one
Big
extra
motor, small
round.
tires.
Yep.
Maybe.
One round.
One round.
What size motor is in the yellow car?
638.
Oh, he's bigger.
See?
That's what.
Just a little
That's
bit.
right. You see that?
I got
Damn it.
6 on you.
Championship. That's what
Yeah.
cost you a championship. That's 6 cubic inches.
Yep.
Yep. You're
Yeah,
gonna
I didn't
have to-
race all the big tire races. I skipped.
I know. I feel like you were game on until the Ohio
Yeah,
grudge
that's
racing
right.
deal.
That's where I gave up.
And then he was like, fuck it. Which really, like, looking back on it, like, I ain't got no beef with Josh in the whole series, but they were not enforcing those rules. And he didn't tell me he wasn't enforcing his rules until the last minute. So
Well, where was all his cars at for that race?
that's the other thing. I feel like, you know, we all make shitty financial decisions, and it costs Hoosier No Prep $1,200 to be a part of that series. $1,200 got me Sherm Baker to Salem. That was the only car they brought. So that was terrible to me. Like I appreciate what he was doing, and you know, I'm sure the series as a whole was pretty cool, but our race fucking sucked straight up. Like I ain't got no beef with Josh or Ohio grudge racing, but I'm not sure what happened. But for $1,200, like I got one car, that was pretty shitty to me. And on top of that, like I didn't.
bags.
And on top of that, like I didn't get to promote our race because I was too busy promoting his race and his rules. And coming down into the end of it, it was really our race and our rules, and he didn't really care. Like I don't think he should even have a set of rules. He should probably just, you know, because everybody that races in that series and their own races basically has our rules. It's, you know, 28, 10-5, still roof and quarters, no bars. You know, big tire is whatever. Like there really ain't many rules in big tire ever. But what kept Jimmy out was you had to have a big tire. You had to have an actual big tire.
But
You had to
our class isn't big tire though. It's
You had to do-
cornfields.
yeah.
Run like a bro.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But his was an actual big tire, which I don't know. I wasn't against it. I wasn't against it. And I'll tell you what, if it was if it would have brought us like more cars, I would have been like all in for it. Like, if we can run an all big tire class and have, 12, 15, 16 fucking big tire cars, like let's go. Like fuck them small tire guys. But that ain't how it turned out. Like we got 0 big tire cars. There's guys like Jimmy that got put out. At least Eric, you swap tires out if need be.
Yeah.
So that stung a little bit. Who you talking about? Who you talking about, Dusty? Who you put on the trailer? Sherm? Did you put Sherm on the trailer? I believe that. I believe Dusty could put just about any fucking body on a trailer.
Damn right.
I believe that. Oh yeah, and then the diaper rule, but come to find out, it wasn't that important because it was run your race, and so I don't know. I learned something. We tried to partner up with, the 41 guys and Ohio Grudge Racing and all that, and it really didn't work out as I planned it. Like I was hoping it would make our series bigger, and I would hope that it would help make their series bigger, but really I feel like it made them both smaller because of the differences in rules. So we learned something. We won't do that in 24. I promise you that. And if we do, it'll definitely be a level playing field. We're going to play by our rules. If you want to be a part of our series, you play by our rules, just like we did last year with theirs. So we'll see. I don't know. I really don't know what's in store for 24. I've been kicking around ideas all of 23 from what to do with next year, but I don't know yet. I'd like a few more classes. I'd like for all the guys that get to, watch the live feeds and get to sit in the stands and hang out on the starting line and wish they were there. I would like to include those guys somehow. I don't know how. More classes, I guess.
Watch the live feed that are in the process, though.
Yeah.
There's cars out there. It's just hard to get them done.
Yeah. Yeah, and I definitely don't need any bullshit like Sunday, where people think we're unfair, because that definitely ain't it. Like, there's a lot of things we might be a little ghetto in the fucking racing world, but I promise you, we are not unfair. So I don't know. I don't know what's up for next year. We'll find out. It'll be fun. It'll be different. Every year's been just a little different. Honestly, we're not going to have 3 Salem races next year. We'll probably have a little more front side. Like I said, I'd like to get up to Bunker Hill again with the new owner. I don't know. I'd like to bring somewhere totally new that we haven't even raced at. I don't know where that is. We didn't get to have our Ohio versus Indiana race this year. Maybe next year we'll go down there and fucking race all the Kentucky guys. We'll race all these motherfuckers. That'd be fun. That's actually something I'm gonna pursue that. We'll go down there and draw the line right there at the Ohio River. Put them in the beams on the front side. We'll give it to them. We'll figure it out. That's actually been something that I've been thinking about. Ohio's been fun, but let's get the other one. Let's get Kentucky. There's a lot of Kentucky guys down there. A lot of small tire, a lot of hard tire. Like I feel like all the hard tire cars out there that's even in existence is damn near like Indiana and Kentucky, and there's a few Ohio guys. Oh, Gary said y'all don't want that. Why don't we want that? Because of the Prestons? Hey man, we got months to build Frankensteins.
Do the great value version of Frankenstein.
That's right. That's right. Maybe we've seen what Frankenstein be running on the front side. Maybe we'll run y'all on the back side.
I'm sure.
Here we go. Pray this motherfucker. I can't take this guy nowhere, man. Fuck. Not Freddie, we're dragging you with us. One of them fucking Hondas and shit. One of them rotary boys. We go out in there and give it to him with a rotary. You can be Team Indiana, my guy. No, I know. Kentucky ain't no slouch. I mean, really, though, Ohio wasn't either. I mean, when we won, when we went to Marion County, like it wasn't, we did that shit wasn't given to us. I'll take it. I'll take all of it. I think we could probably handle it, front or the back, one or the other. I don't know which one. We'll just flip a coin and figure out where it lands. I don't even have none of that shit for. I mean, we'll do it at Salem. How about that?
It's pretty close to Kentucky. They don't have a Kentucky Fried Chicken, though. John froze.
Oh, battery died.
Yeah.
Man,
Good
about
place
hop
to
off
have
here,
a-
too.
Jimmy Smalls, man. We'll catch up to you, dude.
Yeah, I'll see you around.
I ain't gonna be much longer, so all right, man. You go pound you one of them Bud Lattes and fucking call it a night.
Good night, fellas. Congratulations,
All
everybody.
right,
Night.
later, Jimmy.
Yeah, congrats.
Take her easy. Yep, thank you. You too.
Yep. So
Froze again.
Oh,
I know it keeps popping on and off on my screen. Eric still got the crispiest shit. I don't know what kind of fucking laptop he's using, but that's a bad boy. That mug looks 4K on my screen. So yeah, I don't know what everybody wants out of 2024. You know, we'll pick and choose what we're gonna do. So yeah, Freddie, you do need a
Passport to go to Kentucky.
oh man.
All right.
I don't even know. I don't even know, but I'm gonna hop here. We've been at it for almost 2 hours, man. We chopped it up. Anybody hit my inbox? You know, fucking let me know what you guys want to see out of 2024 because I really don't know. I know what I want to see out of it, but you know what I want to see is
Frozen.
Eric, we'll see
like, I
y'all
just
this
want it to be
weekend,
good
man.
and fair and
Take her easy,
fun,
brother.
so.
All right, we'll see you.
Ryan, man, I'll holler at you. Eric, we'll see you
Peace
next
out.
time. And we'll see you with all
Absolutely.
3 of your cars.
Yep, or
And
more.
we'll do it again.
Later.
Later, man. There it is. Try not to get too ghetto. Try not to step on the beans and refry them motherfuckers, but hey, it is what it is. We're going to be back in 2024. There's a lot of promoters that's running off, tired of your guys' bullshit. So you guys just remember, you guys run them all off and they ain't going to have nowhere to race. You're going to have, you guys be stuck fucking bracket racing with a bunch of crybabies and shit. So spread out. Simmer down. We're going to have fun in 2024. And that's all I know. Just like 2023, we have fun this year. Anybody don't like the fact that we ain't big money and we have fun? Go fuck yourself. I'm going to tell you now. I have fun. Everybody that I know raced with us have fun. So we're going to end it like that. 2024 is coming up, man. You guys want to see something new, something on the edge, anything different, man, just hit my inbox. We will figure it out. We will have the best 2024. That's our season. That's our season. That's our senior year of Hoosier No Prep, man. We were going to have the best year ever in 2024. So anybody got any ideas, let me know. We're going to get off here. I'll holler at you guys later.